Hello.
Welcome to At First Glance. I'm Eric's.
I'm Dankson.
Today we're going to be reviewing the hyped up Chainsawman. At first, I did not want to watch this series because some of the hype.
It looks stupid.
That's actually a negative on my list, but we'll get into it.
That's the main reason I was like, I don't really want to watch this because it's called Chainsawman. Although, you don't want to judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you got to investigate.
And we did.
The art. I gave the art an 8 or a 9. I really like the art. I knew that even though, when I first started this show, I knew I liked the art immediately, and it kind of made me mad because I was like, why does this show has to have cool art?
Why do I like it?
It's almost like the colors are flat, not dull, but in a really good way. It's not like too shiny.
It's different.
Yeah, I really like the art. I got an 8 or 9.
I got the art at an 8. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to like this anime. Judging by the art, I was still hesitant. But watching a few episodes, I got a little more hooked into it, which is good. Yeah, I know what you're saying about it's almost 2D, but it's got some pretty good like shading to make it a little more 3D, but it's not crazy. It's not choppy when they move. The fighting the fighting is a huge plus in this anime. Very nice.
Nice. On to the music. I gave this music in this anime a 7 so far. I like the intro a lot. It's like funky. Well, I got it at a 7. I like the intro better than the outro.
I agree. The music, I gave it a 6.5.
Ooh.
The outro is not my favorite. It's a little for me.
Eh.
The intro I liked. It is weird, but it's catchy. I think it works because it's weird, but I think that the weirdness does play on to the type of anime that it is.
Yeah.
Voice acting, I gave it a 7. Denji seems a little annoying to me. No, not his voice, but like how he exaggerates some of the screams. Like I heard it when you were watching it in the other room.
He was getting eaten by zombies, so he was screaming.
Yeah, he was screaming, but it was like an annoying scream to me. Yeah, I do like his weird mannerisms, like as I guess being like fused with a dog. His mannerisms with dog-like. The voice acting kind of plays onto that, which is kind of cool.
I got a 7 for the voice acting also. I don't really mind any of the voices so far. It's kind of like in the middle for me. I mean, a 7's not right in the middle, but there's nothing I don't like so far. But I do agree, like in the example when he's being eaten and he's screaming the same scream.
Yeah,
babies, now to the story again. Ooh.
Story, I gave it a 7 because I'm not too sure on this anime yet. I'm not 100% sold. I guess it's kind of cool. Everything going around that character though. Taking the story as a whole, Denji was very poor and couldn't afford anything. His father owed a lot of money to the old man, which turned into a devil at some point.
Noise.
So after his father died, he needed to pay the old man off, and then the old man ended up being killed by Denji. Later on, he was taken in by Mikima, who gave him a job. She gave him clothes and food, and then he started to get this. Yeah, like a dog. Literally. I don't remember the other guy's name, the one with the sword, but he develops like this funny chemistry with that guy. They started off fighting and he just kept nailing this dude in the nuts, which was, it was pretty cool to see like the comic relief in that because it was very mature content.
I put a 7 also for the story so far. We had pretty much the same rating so far. Yeah, I liked how Denji was paired up with this guy who doesn't really like him, and they don't really like each other, and the guy basically was trying to intimidate him and kind of like beat him up a little bit to get him out of the group or whatever, and Denji kicked him in the nuts like 10 times, which is funny. It's
great.
It also shows that like Denji doesn't care about doing things honorably maybe, or doing things like he's just trying
to survive.
Go right for your nuts. Which I really like. I didn't think I would like this because it sounds stupid, and it kind of is. It has a lot of redeeming qualities. I'm curious to see if his chainsaws ever like dull out or like, because they're not like, it's not like a real physical thing. It's like demonic.
Yeah,
they're real chainsaws, but then like
it's from a devil.
Yeah, it's from a demon or a devil, so it like melts away when he's done. So they're not. I don't think they're just they can be injured or broke.
I like that Denji is very childish in the brain.
Yeah.
Even before fusing with his devil dog. But he's very simple-minded. Like he changed his attitude when that girl Power wanted to go find her cat. and the only reason why he changed his mind was so he can cop a feel.
Yeah,
and that seems to be it seems to be a running theme with Denji, that he's very simple-minded. He wants food, drinks,
just to live a good life.
Live a good life, cop a feel.
You know, he's a simple dude. He's been poor his whole life and just been struggling. So he never went to school. He was never like socialized with like other people or kids. You know, he was selling his body parts to make
brutal.
money to like pay off his father's debt that fell onto him. So he's not a normal type of guy. His life has been whatever it's been. So I think that's what he just wants to have a basic, boring life. I think, you know, he calls it a good life, but it's just to eat, to be able to shower, eat, and like touch a boobie once in a while. Yeah, when that girl Power kind of played him with the cat, you know, because he had his dog, and you know that was like his only friend. He's never had any friends. So I think the story is kind of making up for the stupidity of what is happening.
Yeah,
I like that Denji is a simple dude, and he's gonna get caught up in some stuff. I'm curious to see how the organization he's working for turns out. If some people you believe are good people are actually not so good, or you know Denji is like a monster, I guess, but he's like a not harmless, of course, but he seems like it's like a kid with a weapon. You know, he's not really like an evil guy. It's good so far. I think the story's making up for the stupidity of what the whole show is.
Yeah. There's a lot of mature content. You know, the language is pretty raw. There's a lot of gore and blood, which is great to play on to, you know, the series. I'd like to see where the story goes. Hopefully it's not unfortunate for the story, because it does have potential as of now. I don't think kind of lives up to the hype that everybody's bringing it up to be, but it could be.
I think a lot of people maybe read the manga.
Is there a manga?
Well, I thought this was already like out for a little while now, and it
might be. I don't know. I don't know too much about the backstory of it.
Yeah, me neither. To be honest, I'm just speaking without merit. But
I do hope there is a lot of twists and turns and events that you're not going to see coming, and the story gets tied up pretty nicely. I'm hesitant to believe that that's going to happen. I think it's eventually probably going to flop into just a shock factor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I may be a little more optimistic about it. I think that what I hope to happen is that Denji, it's not that I don't like happy stories, but I think that Denji is just destined to be like a bad luck dude and to have struggle. And, you know, he probably will overcome it or whatever. But I feel like Denji, I think on the surface it is what it is. And underneath, I think it's going to be a sad story about Denji.
Yeah.
And just him. I don't think he will be a winner at the end of the day, in a sense. A good, happy ending will be. And I also think that they're going to try to kill him.
I hope it's good. I just don't think that's how it's going to turn out.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. And then you'll have to wait and then watch our next video about it.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think about Chainsawman.
Don't forget to like,
comment, subscribe.
ring the bell.
Ring that bell.
Ring it. And watch our other stuff.